Well, greetings, family. Welcome to another Montyman's Meditorial. This week I've entitled, The Poor in Spirit. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That can be found in the Bible in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 3. Well, this has got to be one of my favorite verses in the good book. I mean, take a close look at this statement Jesus made. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. One might ask, who are they he's referring to? Well, it's the poor in spirit. And who are these poor in spirit that the kingdom of heaven was made for? It's those folks that find themselves at the bottom of the pit of life. It's those who struggle with their faith in God. It's those who strive to believe, but for whatever reason, find it so hard to grasp the grace of God. In their own way, despite their lack of faith, they know deep within their hearts that God is there and loves them very deeply. When they find themselves at the bottom of the pit, at the end of a relapse, in the middle of divorce, the loss of their children, and all the other pains that strike them down, chew them up, and spit them out, they somehow seem to find the strength to cry out to God. Though they struggle in their ability to lean on Him, understand Him, and love Him, they still have the desire to find Him and experience His love. These are the ones who, despite their frailties, refuse to give up. These are the poor in spirit. These people God speaks of are you and I. And for us was the kingdom of heaven designed for, specifically. Heaven, the place where the flow of tears and heartbreak stop, the completion of our healing, the reward for all who turn their will and life over to the care of God, as He understands us, regardless of our lack of faith, our spirits that are poor and weak. Many folks will enter the kingdom of heaven, but it was specifically made for you and I, the poor in spirit. Wow. What a powerful expression of God's love for us. Those of us who are in recovery, well, we've been through the ringer over and over again. We have felt the pain of our own destructive behavior and have lived through the consequences. Some of us have made it, and some have not. But the truth is, all are loved and cherished by God. If you're like me and have struggled with your faith, if you find it hard to believe, try and remember the truth. You are blessed, and God's kingdom was created for you. When all is said and done and we face our Maker, will we enter into the place of rest designed specifically for us? Don't miss out, my friend, because the struggle we all live through day to day, one day at a time, will come to an end, and we will live at peace for all eternity. So ask God of the 12-Step Fellowship founders, the God who is God, to make Himself real to you. He will always come through if we will only ask Him. Well, this week, I'm going to turn my eyes towards heaven and remember that God's kingdom was designed for me and mine. I will see my weaknesses as His strength and know that if I will daily turn my will and my life over to Him, He will work in and through me so that I may better serve my fellows in recovery and continue to grow in my relationship with the God who does for me what I simply cannot do for myself. Well, until our next Meditorial, my friends, this is the Montyman, and I'm wishing God's perfect serenity for you.